Hi, guys. I think there's something we all notice but are not allowed to say. So let me go ahead and say it. Most women harbor a thinly veiled hatred for one another. Behind their all smiles persona, you'll often find a cold war and a silent rivalry among women in everything from the clothes they wear to the guy that they're able to snatch. I think this is why movies like Mean Girls is so enduringly popular because in both its name and its plot line, it says out loud this politically incorrect truth about female nature with a spin of comedy. So, like I often do, I'm taking a dive into the psychological and evolutionary biology to explain why this is. There's one fact from history that still presses on us today. Women are a lot less hierarchical than men are, meaning women tend to see their group dynamics on a more equal level in both status and authority. Men, however, have always been defined by their hierarchies. From hunting thousands of years ago to running modern day corporations, the need for survival demands that men arrange themselves into a chain of command to get the job done. But where it gets interesting is that even women are more willing to accept the authority of a man over another woman. This is perfectly reflected in a Gallup survey back in 2014, which revealed that more than 39% of women outright say they prefer a male boss at work rather than a female one. And just speaking from a personal perspective, when I was working a job like a 9 to 5, I always preferred a male boss. These numbers have only recently started to shift due to a lot of societal pressures in the Western world, but they still remain a reality in most other societies. Do you see how this creates two forms of competition? Women, with this more egalitarian view of themselves, makes them less likely to accept the leadership from another woman. This is also why small attempts to one-up each other creates a friction that simmers into hidden jealousy and hatred inside. Have you ever heard of what's sometimes called the queen bee syndrome? Any woman who's worked in a female-led environment can attest to this. The girl boss is often ironically the one belittling and excluding other women in the workplace, almost trying to guard her leadership position like a queen bee. A woman that finds herself in a position of authority over other women isn't so eager to let those other women climb that same ladder and challenge her. And as the gap between their status widens, the mask of empowered feminism drops and the hidden bitchy behavior starts to strongly manifest in an effort to bring other women down. And how does this pan out? I remember Jordan Peterson once made a really great point about female antisocial behavior. Women take the route of innuendos, gossip, and reputation destruction as a primary channel for their anger and despise. Now, what's unique about this is it's often hidden in plain sight. Unlike men who have the threat of physical violence behind every level of conflict, women that hate each other take the covert route, spreading rumors, sending up a bad reports, subtle insults, and social isolation. It's this brewing toxic pot that keeps simmering, sometimes ending in a rare but all-out catfight. Men, on the other hand, can hardly afford to be their own enemies. Men, whether it be on the front lines of war or the boardroom of a dying company, they would rather defer their authority and follow the lead of a more competent man if it's for the greater good. And in the event a disagreement does happen between them, due to the very real threat of each side having the ability to completely destroy each other because both sets of men have innate physical strength, issues usually maintain a certain level of decency until their final moment. This hard line doesn't exist to the same degree among women. So when I say that women hate each other, that's what I mean. Unlike men who can throw punches at each other but then laugh it out later, female antisocial behavior spills over in the atmosphere and seeps into every single fabric. From tones to gestures to choice of words, it goes unnoticed but yet infects their behavior and interaction very discreetly. And most often it stays in that state because this festering anger, jealousy, and bitter competitiveness never gets an opportunity to release as pressure. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.